The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Colts, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Indianapolis Colts. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
AFC Wildcard Game. Joe Reed returning. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now on is the punter long here as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 76 yards. And the Colts will strike first here in this wild card matchup. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Reed returning. And he returns this to the 22. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dunk that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert throwing left side here, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the option right, Herbert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Quiddy Pay drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit. for finishing that one off with 3.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Hines. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Wentz now to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright when. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Running on first down, Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. They'll run with Jackson. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The give to the fullback on the dive. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Second quarter here, he has only one catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
So far, just the single catch. On 2nd and 9, Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. That catch good for 5. It's third down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert on first down now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Wentz. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Wentz going to try and throw on third.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a second down. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's Reed.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Wentz. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's good, and it's 21-10. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wildcard game. And you can see the result there. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Colts, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run once more with Taylor. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley Cox, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Taylor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Wentz now on first down. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert caught by Allen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. To throw, it's Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make this a second down.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Wentz going to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Herbert going to try and run.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. A give, Eckler running to the right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out. On 1st and 10, Herbert fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And he's going to go down again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
They'll go option to the short side.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On first down, Wentz. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down at 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.